What is going on, Adventure Nation? We are slowly making our way through wine country and we're heading up into the redwoods. This is the Motorhome Experiment. I think we're probably still going to be in wine country for a little bit.
Yeah, we're in the Mendocino area, so yes, to get to the redwoods, we have to, my God, sacrifice ourselves and go through wine country.
But we're on the north end of what I think most people consider wine country. We're heading back over to the coast today. We've been inland for a few days, but we're heading back over to the ocean side, and we should get a glimpse of the ocean, so let's go do that.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, and we're going to check out one of those places that you've been wanting to see for a long time.
Oh my God, I have this in my bucket list since forever, so I'm so excited about it.
I hope it's not going to be anticlimactic.
I hope so too.
This experience here is part of the reason that we're part of the Harvest Host program. And I want to mention that quick because Harvest Host isn't a free campground. It's not really what it's about. It's $44 a year. It gives you a list of businesses, including wineries, that allow you to stay on their property.
Wineries, farms, museums, stuff like that.
Yeah, they want you to go in and patronize their business, and so it's not free by any means. We bought a couple of bottles of wine, and it's all about the experience of staying in this place, which last night was our own private campground. And my phone is going crazy. But it is all about the experience here, which was absolutely incredible. And I will say that if you're new to wine tasting, this is kind of the place to go. These guys, holy smokes, just above and beyond nice. I saw them walking out to people's cars to talk to them as they bought bottles, and they were super nice with us and allowed us to park on the end of the building. You can park near the house and the water tower or the end of the building. We parked over there because it was just so remote and private. It was an amazing night.
Yeah, I mean, really 2 thumbs up.
And Lori learned a little bit more about the whole wine tasting thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of the big wineries mostly where they're a little bit more snooty and it's expected from your age to know how to wine taste, and here's not that way. I can make questions and what to look for and stuff like that. So you get educated about it too. And they're so nice. I mean, it's so relaxed and chilled environment that you feel comfortable doing that.
I didn't check straps this morning, so I'm just going to check that quick. Sorry about that interruption, but as we leave the Handley Cellars Winery, one more cool thing about the Harvest Host program that Lori just mentioned, she's lucky enough to have a designated driver. We're both DDs. I'm the designated driver, she's a designated drinker.
And I know I'm lucky.
And so she's lucky enough to have, if we want to drive around to wine tastings, we can do that, and she can taste and I'll drive. If you both like to enjoy wine, man, how cool is it that you can go to a winery, do a wine tasting, grab a bottle, and then kick back and drink for the night, go to sleep, and wake up in the morning, and off you go.
You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to do the...
no Uber, no nothing.
Or not having to choose which one is going to drink, which one is going to drive, nothing like that.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So that's all we got to say about that. Let's get on out to the coast. The drive is going to be absolutely amazing again today.
Look at this. Already it's amazing.
Yeah. We just hit the Mendocino area, and we're about 10 miles south of Fort Bragg. And Lori was looking through a magazine and saw this resort called the Stanford Inn, and it is actually an all-vegan resort, so we're gonna check it out. Hey, buddy. The Stanford Inn here in Mendocino is insanely cool. What a neat resort. The people are amazing. Danica walked us around and showed us some of the rooms and things like that. And we just met the owner, Joan, and she was just awesome. And they have a really cool experience here. Unfortunately, we're kind of strapped for time, as you guys know, and heading north, so we're not going to be able to spend the night here, but we are going to make it back at some point because this place is spectacular.
And if you're asking yourself, what is a vegan resort, like what, and because I asked that question, right, what makes it vegan from a regular resort? And it's all the products they use in the rooms, from personal care to also cleaning supplies and all that. They're all vegan and cruelty free. All the restaurants, obviously vegan stuff.
Yep.
So
It's basically an entire animal product free facility from head to toe. So very cool.
Yep.
All right, we're ready to get rolling again after stopping by the old Stanford Inn there, and we actually had lunch up in Mendocino. I didn't shoot much there, but because I didn't plan on it, but it was really cool. We could have taken the motorhome up into Mendocino. There were some parking spots around the big square there, and we could have parked there.
We just didn't know because all these are super small towns and we didn't know how small it was going to be. So that's why we parked here in the state park that is next to the Stanford Inn. And it's a beautiful state park with a beach area and a river that goes into the ocean. So pretty beautiful right here.
Yeah, this whole area is just crazy beautiful. And that little town of Mendocino, like Lori said, we always hear Mendocino County, so you just think it's a county, but there's actually the little town there. They had a cute little store that's like all organic and stuff, and that was in an old church.
That was very cool.
That was very, very cool. But the little town was cute. We did lunch there at the Mendocino Cafe and just spent an hour or so wandering around. So now we gotta head up the road to Fort Bragg, which is gonna be our home for the night, at least somewhere there. We haven't got any reservations
We have no
yet.
reservations, so we're hoping that they're not full, basically.
Yeah, kind of like Anthony Bourdain. No reservations. So, I don't know if anybody knows what the hell that is, but off we go. All right, we're gonna try this McKettrick State Park and see what they have, and then we'll go from there. What's going on, bud?
Good, how are you? I feel a little short right now.
What's that?
I feel a little short right now.
You a little short? What do you guys have as far as any availability for one night?
How long
We're
is it?
34.
34?
If I told you 24, do you have? We're 34 feet. No. We'll unhook the car.
You have to unhook the car
Yeah.
before you go into the campground?
Yeah, no worries. All right, so they may have stuff for us. They said that we needed to take a drive around the campground. They didn't believe me when I told them we were only 24 feet. So we tried. So we're gonna have to see if we can find something that's 34 feet. Well, we found a site, so we're gonna stay here for tonight. Gonna go in and see the glass beach, and it's gonna be cool. All right, we're about to head over to a place that Lorena's been wanting to go for a very long time. And actually what's weird is that most people think this is near San Francisco. Like originally that's what you were told, right?
I thought it was near San Francisco, and then you thought the same thing.
I did too.
And then my mom called me and told me, hey, you need to go and see this. And she
Near
thought it
San
was
Francisco?
near San Francisco. And yeah, it was not.
So let's go check it out. All right, Laura, you have to make a decision on which way we want to go see your thing.
Or is the difficult way?
All right, that's my girl.
So yes, we are at the Glass Beach here in Fort
Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
And we have made it down to Glass Beach. I don't know the whole story behind this. I just believe that from what I've read, they used to dump a lot of garbage and stuff in here, which obviously included glass. The coastal waves and ocean have turned it over for years and years and years and have smoothed everything out until we get the result that we've got now. Well,
I mean, how cool is that? That we're here doing this.
See that even over up into this here where obviously high tide comes in, washes the glass all up into every little nook and cranny. It's really cool. It is pretty crazy.
Pretty amazing.
The colors.
Yeah.
This is basically trash turned to treasure. I also think that it's, I don't know this to be true, but I think it's
You're missing this color.
illegal to take these.
Yeah.
So I am not taking any, but I'm on a don't ask, don't tell for Lorena.
Like how? What do you mean don't ask?
I'm at a don't ask, don't tell. I don't know what's in your pockets, so I'm not asking. These are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And I can understand how people get fascinated with it. So, yeah, pretty pretty cool. Fire is one of those things that's mesmerizing. You can sit around a fire and look at that for hours. Water is that way for me, and I know it's that way for a lot of other people. You can just sit on the beach and watch the ocean waves crashing on the beach for hours. This stuff here is pretty amazing. Like, you can just walk around and pick up pieces of glass after pieces of glass. I'm a horrible videographer. My other camera just died and I don't have the battery for it, spare battery, charger or anything. So I don't know how much of that I got until I get back and start editing, and then I'll realize that I was talking to myself the entire time. Kind of like I am now, but at least I know what we're recording. Ready to head out of here?
No, but yes.
I told you this is a mesmerizing place, especially for
I can
Lorena.
look at sea glass. It's like for hours and collecting them and then just put them in a little corner somewhere.
What's weird is it's not really sea glass. It was really land glass that got put out to sea, and then the sea brought it back and made it pretty.
Became sea glass.
Now we're gonna go try to find whales from the beach. Supposedly they've had sightings in the area, so that would be cool. All right, there's an exciting moment here that we saw a whale just out here where that huge wave is breaking. So Lori's got the binoculars on now. We're gonna try and find it, and then hopefully I'll be able to zoom in on it and get video, but it's quite a ways away, but that's exciting. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Did you see it?
No.
Oh no. Oh yeah, by the way, we're back at the campground. We're on this cool walk that they have. Like, this goes for miles and miles, this raised wooden walkway. And we're parked down over here, and the campground is over here, and this is just absolutely gorgeous out here. Check this out. Just beautiful coastline, and now we're seeing whales. That's awesome. Really close to the foam now.
I see a tail.
Oh, and tail. I so hope that I can zoom in enough so you guys can see that. It's exciting as heck.
It's two of them.
At least two. I think maybe even two pairs, because there was one here and then one out further. So I'm wondering if it's two pairs. I don't know, because it's supposed to be like mom and babies or how that works, but really cool. And of course, if I can't zoom in enough that you guys can see it, you'll never see this. So
You're gonna see just like a little blob in the screen.
Yeah. Pretty cool though.
But with the binoculars, we're able to see the tails.
Yeah.
Just going there.
Good morning, everybody. We are just outside of Fort Bragg, and I'm gonna murder this name, but it's McCarricher State Park.
It's a weird, it's a hard name.
McCarricher State Park, I think. Something like that. It is beautiful. At least we were just talking about our spot's beautiful.
It's a huge spot. There's no amenities. It's dry camping, but it comes with a fire pit, picnic table, and a little storage area because there's, I guess, bears around here.
Is there bears here?
I don't know. There's like a little storage area.
I guess
for
there
your
must
food.
be. For food, for tenters and things like that.
This spot is like extremely wide. Like we are able to fit here our car if we wanted to, but our car is actually on the other side.
Yeah, so certain sites here are super wide. This one here is just a tent only, but look at the size of that site from side to side. really, really large sites.
Yeah.
Only certain ones can fit larger coaches. They have a 35-foot max, which is kind of crazy. We're at 34 feet, and I'm not even back over the back post there, which I could back up. So they could probably get a 40-foot coach in here.
And
but it's a 35-foot max.
There's some spots here that even though they're 35, they're extremely narrow. So you always have to watch for that. If you don't have a tow, probably great for you. But if you have a tow like ours, it's just hard to get into those ones.
Beautiful campground, really cool bay over here. There's some kayaking opportunities in a lake that's off the bay. And just absolutely gorgeous. I will say that this was a good site because over here a little ways there's like 20 kids per campsite. So that would have been a little crazy. But it's super quiet here.
I will say what made this stay or this campground amazing is that if you go to the beach area, there's a bay and you can see the whales.
We got to see whales. It was awesome.
But I think that's what made this amazing.
Yeah. So let's get on up the road. Today we're going to hit redwood country. So this will be... Well, we're already in redwood country.
Yeah, we are.
But we're going to hit some massive redwoods. So that's going to be really, really cool. Looks like Lori's got a little buddy that wants to go along for the ride. Dude, you can't come with us. Okay, Lori, we have to go now. So looks like you're going to have to get in your car.
I know, but I need to tell this guy to go away. Buddy, you need to go away. Oh, no.
Did he go up inside?
Yes. Oh my God.
If you start the car now, you might cut him into pieces.
Yes. How do we get him out?
That's awesome. Just to let everyone know, you're not going to harm the squirrel he left.
Run away. He's actually on top of the...
He went over there. Bye, squirrel. Nice try. You can't ride with us. All right. We're leaving the McCarricher State Park. We were telling the guy that we saw whales last night, and he told us they were humpbacks. He said because of the way they were doing tail up, doing the fluking thing, that they were in fact humpbacks, not gray whales, and I guess we kind of assumed they were grays.
Yeah, we don't know any better, so...
Yeah, we don't know. We didn't ask. And so we are rolling up the road, see what's next. We are in uncharted territory, so we don't even know what to expect. We're just driving. So leaving Fort Bragg, California. A few of you guys were confused when we said Fort Bragg. They were like, we thought we were in California. You're in California and not North Carolina. And we're like, we're in California. So I found out also that there is a Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which is the largest military base by population in the world. So who knew? Well, I guess a lot of other people knew. I just didn't know. So there were Aid Collins from the UK. You are not confused. You just don't live here, so you don't know any better. I just plain didn't know any better. So off we go. We've only been on the road for 10 minutes, if that, but I had to stop and show you guys this. It is incredible coastline here, to say the least. We were talking about how we are literally the only large Class A that we've seen on the coast. We just saw one now. He's not towing, but there are very, very few Class A's out here, and most coaches that we are seeing are Class B's and or Class C's, because the road is a little bit brutal, just a little bit, but it is amazing. So if you can do it, do it. Pardon that interruption. We can continue now, shall we? All right, let's talk about this route for a second. We left off of 101 at Cloverdale, California, We went across 128 to Mendocino and then continued on Pacific Coast Highway number 1 north, and we're heading over to Leggett, California. I would say that 35 feet is absolute max. We're 34 feet towing, and it is super tight. If you are a very new driver to something this long, I would say don't do this. This is extremely twisty, turny, switchbacks, and you're so close to the edge of the road sometimes. Literally, the white line is not only the edge of the road, it's an edge of a cliff down 100 feet. So, not for the weak of heart for sure, and not for unskilled drivers. Just don't do it. I would stay on 101. Unfortunately, you're going to miss that coastline, but it's been crazy road.
It has been crazy road, but very, very pretty too.
Yes, with that being said, look at that edge right there.
We have seen Class A's, we have not that lot, just probably 2-3, that's about it. But you need to know your coach very well, because you're going to be like this to walls, to actually right next to a hill trying to go in a curve. Yeah,
a wheelbase any longer than what we have is just suicide. So not smart. With that being said, absolutely spectacular drive. Holy smokes. Unbelievable road through here. And if you get a chance to do it in a car, come up and do it, because it's awesome.
I mean, there's so many inns and bed and breakfast that you can always leave your coach also on 101 and just come do this, like 2 days.
Do a day trip, yeah.
Yeah, 2 days, also overnight, and just do it. Very pretty.
But for the most part, I would say anything over 32 feet maybe, especially if you're towing, just stick to 101, because this is craziness. All right, we had to pull over here for just a second. Oh, seatbelt.
And we had to unhook the car just for a second.
And we had to...
For a little bit.
Yeah. Gotta have the car for just a second, because where we're going, we didn't know if we could fit the coach and stuff, so better safe than sorry. And there's the answer to our question. It's like motor coaches and motorhomes over 40 feet prohibited. I think that's being very, very lenient, very generous.
The tow, probably.
That probably gives you a pretty good indication of where we're going.
That's why we needed the car.
So we were told to put the mirrors in because they said the tree always wins. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna fit us, but that's very tight. That is really, really tight. Okay, we shouldn't have done this in this car. Look how close our mirrors are. That is pretty darn tight.
You want me to take your photo?
No, we're good, thanks. Okay, so this is what they call the Chandelier Tree, and we just drove through it. Obviously really tight for our SUV. I wouldn't recommend it for anything bigger than our Ford Edge. But the thing is 315 feet tall, 21 feet in diameter, and they calculate the age around 2,400 years old.
That's amazing.
That is pretty crazy. How cool is that?
I'm glad we didn't bring Derby.
Yeah.
And there comes Paul. That's how tight it is.
I can't believe you made me do that a second time.
That's a tight squeeze right there.
It is a tight squeeze. for $10, I would say that's a pretty cool experience.
Totally worth it. Totally, if in the area, it's a must too.
Definitely if in the area, yes. If you're driving by, why not stop by, because it's pretty cool. So that would be a 2. I guess we just rated it.
Yes.
We didn't.
Oh.
Hey.
Without even asking.
Without even asking. Lori just jumped right in there. Yeah, I would say, don't do a day trip to get here, but definitely if you're going to be driving by, stop by and check it out. Check this sign out. We can go north to Canada. Canada's 680 miles, or we can go south to Mexico. It's 740 miles. It's really not much further for us to go to Mexico, Lori.
It's warmer.
And it's warmer.
A little bit too warm, probably.
All right, let's go to Alaska. I thought the drive-through tree, the Chandelier Tree, was pretty cool.
It was something that I have seen in pictures, other people videos, so it's kind of cool to actually be there and do it.
Yeah, TV, travel shows, you see it all the time, so pretty cool. And now we're about 40 miles from our final destination. It's only an 80-mile day because we knew it was going to be these crazy twists and turns and stuff. So we've probably got another hour and a half to go, and we'll be in the Giant Redwoods. And I think the campground we're staying at is called the Giant Redwoods RV Campground. So
I don't even know where we're staying.
Pretty cool. I think that's where we're staying. I need to check the emails. All right, we have arrived at the Giant Redwoods RV Park, and beautiful place so far.
So all around here is just so pretty.
The little office is extremely cute, and we're gonna hit the dump station quick first, and then we are going to get set up and get some work done. Maybe go exploring tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's gonna be all day exploring for sure. I'm gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay, folks, I'm gonna interrupt this video again while I'm editing because for whatever reason lately we're trying to stuff so much into every video that we're running over. And this one is running over as well, so I've got to cut it short, which means the stuff I'm trying to catch up on is going to put me behind because I've got to make a second video out of this one. But you guys don't care about that. You just want your videos, and I understand that. So I'm going to end this one here, and I'll get another video out to you as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. If it's your first time here, we'd love for you to hang out with us a little bit, get to know us, follow us on our travels, and that means you got to hit that subscribe button. It would also be cool if you could pound that like button, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye now. Have a great day.